Okay, so let's see what we got this morning. I guess we'll start off with the trades that I took from yesterday. So yesterday I traded a stock called Works. It just gave me the setup that I was looking for. It didn't have the strongest catalyst, but it was one of the only things that was actually holding up on the day. Um, and so I was watching it. And I was talking to Donnell in the Discord, and this thing exploded. I'm like, we were watching, it was like down here at like 175. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it explodes. And we saw it go all the way up here, hit the top side of 275 up here. And I was like, man, well, I guess I'll just have to wait for it to pull back. Usually, if something has catalyst, I'll go ahead and look to trade it up here where it is. But this one didn't have strong catalyst, and I had put in a Discord. I was like, I don't think that catalyst can hold up these levels of 250s and all this stuff. So it ended up pulling back. When it pulled back to the ATR high. And I was sitting here looking at it, and I was looking for it to dump on through this ATR high, and it stopped here, and then it threw this wick back up here and jammed back in here. Somebody was trying to push it on down under this ATR high, which was at the 190 level, which I can put right here. And this was the level that I was looking at, 190. And I took this trade, my first trade here, for this pop from I think I got in at like 190, 192 or something like that. It popped up here, and I was like, okay, well, if we can get up close to like 210, I'll go ahead and lock it in. And so we got up there towards 210, not quite there, but I was like, that's good enough. So I sold. Then it dumped, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Came back down. I was looking for it to break down again, that 190 right here at the ATR high. It did not. It pumped back up here a little bit, tried to go down again, but formed this lower or this higher low right here. And so I took my next trade here on this green candle. For actually, I didn't take it on this one. I let this close green first, and then I took the trade on this candle right here. Did a little tick down towards the 195s, and I got back in there for like a 195 entry, like on the dot. And then it pumped up here, and my target was 210 again. And so it actually ended up coming up here to 210, and I sold the majority right here at 209, and it kind of got real choppy, so I went ahead and sold, but it did pop on through 210 up there to the 223s, and I was like, well, whatever. I took the profit. And then after that, dump. And so I was like, I stopped here because this was lunchtime, and this is when I just went on a lunch. I was like, yeah, that's enough risk for my liking on today. And I went ahead and got on out of there. But it did blow up one more time into the afternoon, and I didn't even see that one until I came back in after market. But that was the trades for yesterday. Right now on the month, let's go over to, actually, no, let's look at the news first. So today we have the commercial paper coming out, selected interest rates, assets, liabilities of commercial banks in the U.S. Then we have a speech by Governor Michelle W. Bowman on artificial intelligence. So we could see some kind of artificial intelligence pop up towards the end of the day. This meeting will happen in the after hours, so it could affect the markets going into Thanksgiving week, which is next week. But yeah, happening after market there is 6:15. But nothing crazy happening during the market. Nothing that I can see on the FOMC news. The next thing, let's jump over here to Nasdaq and see if they have any news. Multifaceted approach, ending climate change. Okay. Yeah, Nasdaq isn't the. This is pretty much where I go to see news and stuff. Bitcoin is surging to 100K. It sure is. Right here. Oh, I was looking at that other. Bitcoin hit a 198 up there. It is so close to breaking 100K. I'm already in all my little cryptos, and all of them are up, and I'm already staked. So I'm basically receiving dividends on my crypto. Um, and just letting it ride. Because I really don't even look over at crypto. Like I build a portfolio and I just don't look at it. I'm like, oh, Bitcoin's back up, cool. Um, Bitcoin surging. Big banks bet Trump will make the best times even better. Texas governor orders state agencies to sell China assets. Medicare premiums will eat into Social Security checks. Yeah. Honeywell to sell PPE business for 1.33 billion. Cryptos targeted by the SEC rise after Gensler steps away. Oh no, cryptos targeted by SEC rise. Okay. After Gensler steps away, Reddit stock drops as shareholders seek 1.2 billion loan against stake. The crypto companies jostling. Okay, so it's just crypto and stuff like that. Um, let's go ahead and look over at the things that are moving on today. First thing we got up here, these are the scan or my top volume scanner. First things up there is well, the top percent gainer on the top volume scanner is WCT, VRPX, SKK, LIFW, and we're going to look into all of the news on these real quick. So let's start with WCT. Let me get rid of works. I'm done with that. I'm not trading that one today. WCT. Let's go over to NASDAQ.com. What's happening at WCT? Okay, so last news was October 17th. Well Change Holdings Company Limited announces full exercise of underwriters over allotment option. That's kind of not recent news. It is up 65%, but I don't know how strong that's going to be. Probably won't be on my number one watch. Let's go over to SKK. Press releases. Okay, last news was on October 9th. SKK Holdings Limited announces closing of 10 million initial public offering. Okay, that's older news. Definitely not going to be on the number one. Let's go to VRPX. And once we find like some recent news, then we'll go and look. We'll go and look over on Yahoo to see what the flow is and all that stuff. VRPAX announces positive results for the swine model dose range finding study from ProButar. That was 38 minutes ago. And then 17 hours ago, VRPAX announces agreement with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services for developmental extension of NES 100 towards IND for acute and chronic non-cancer pain alternative. All right. And so they got some more recent news 38 minutes ago, 17 hours ago, 4 days ago, and even on the 13th. So they got some news. So I'll throw them up there. Now they are at 90 cents right now, but I'll just watch it just to see what happens. Next one is LI. We'll jump over to the other site once we see the news though. LIFW. LIFW here. 9 hours ago, Life Wallet announces a 2 million pharmaceutical litigation settlement and ongoing settlement negotiations with multiple P&C insurers, pharmaceutical and medical device manufacturers while advancing efforts to combat systemic Medicare waste. Okay, let's click into this. Life Wallet announces all of that stuff. Okay. Pharmaceutical litigation settlement. So on November 21st, Life Wallet reached a preliminary settlement totaling $2 million, subject to finalizing terms in a global settlement agreement against a defendant for alleged violations of the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, and violation of various state consumer protection laws and unjust enrichment laws. Interesting. Ongoing settlement negotiations as part of LifeWallet's owned claims portfolio. The company is also engaged in ongoing litigations against property and casualty insurers and other pharmaceutical and medical device manufacturers. What? Okay, so let's throw that on the watch. I need to go see what this company actually is. Is this some kind of okay, Yahoo? Actually, before we go over there, let's just go through the rest of these. BENF is up 15%. Beneficient appoints Karen J. Wendell to board of directors. Beneficient consummates transaction to increase permanent equity by 35 million. Okay, what is this? But it's only up 15%, so I don't know how hot that is on a Friday. Consummated 15 million equity on its balance sheet. Okay, equity. It now has stockholders' equity of at least 2.5 million. The amount required to regain compliance. So it's been struggling to just keep compliance. So I'm not too interested in a struggling company like that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. The other one is RGTI up 13%. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some subpar news as well. Rigidity Computing. Last news was on the 13th. They just are to present at a keynote at Semicon Europa 2024. Okay, so they had earnings and a presentation, so that's definitely not on the top. All right, let's jump over to Yahoo Finance for the two that I pulled out, which are VRPX and LIFW. VRPX. Let's jump over to your profile. Virpax Pharmaceuticals, a preclinical stage pharmaceutical company, develops various drug delivery systems and drug releasing technologies focused on advancing non-opioid and non-addictive pain management treatments and treatments for central nervous system disorders. Its preclinical stage product candidates include Ipaliderm, a topical spray film delivery technology for osteoarthritis pain, Providerm, an injectable local anesthetic liposomal gel. Okay. Let's go ahead and go down here. So that's all their things. They got a little COVID too in there and all that. Looks like they have something to do with some cannabis too, right? Oh, maybe let's see. An investigational formulation to be delivered via the nasal route to enhance cannabidiol cannabidiol transport to the brain. Virpax Pharmaceuticals was founded in 2016 and is headquartered in Burien, Pennsylvania. The other one that I pulled out was Life, or not Life, LIFW, which has got litigations and things, but I don't know what this company is, so I don't know if it's against them or not. Let's see. MSP Recovery Inc., doing business with as Life Wallet, operates as a healthcare recovery and data analytics. Oh, so they got litigations going on against other people. Data analytics company in the United States and Puerto Rico. The company offers claims recovery services, including services to related parties or third parties to assist entities with pursuit of claims recovery rights. It also provides LifeWallet, a scalable and expandable data ecosystem where tokenized data. Okay, so this is crypto. Tokenized expandable data ecosystem where tokenized data is stored in a platform with multiple applications, including LifeWallet EHR for hospitals, medical providers, major medical laboratories, and governmental entities that gather and store electronic health records. Chase to Pay, a real-time or near real-time analytics driven platform that identifies the proper primary payer at point of care. Life chain, okay, all that. Okay, so it was founded in 2014 and is headquartered in Coral Gables, Florida. So these are both two American companies. These will probably be the two that I'm watching. VRPX did a little bit more dipping down here to this previous level of 80 something cents. I'm going to be looking for the ATR high break on either one of these. Everything else that I see right now, nothing else is kind of sticking out to me with either recent catalysts or strong catalysts. So I'm just going to stick around these ones for now. And let's look at Life W. Life W looking really into the downward. But once it opens up, we'll see the ATRs populate out here in 15 minutes. And we'll see which one of these two can actually start to break higher. But yeah, those will be the two that I'm watching. Good morning to everybody. Getting feedback. Oh Lord. Hold up. I got zoned in. Let's go see about this feedback. Oh, I'm good. Okay, cool. My bad. I'm like, wait, feedback. Oh no. Um, yeah, I got a couple compressors and stuff over here, so I can jump over there and do some things on them. Let's go and look at the larger time frames on these two that I pulled out, VRPX and LIFW. Okay, so on the monthly chart, let's see if this VRPX does have a history of popping. We can see pops here from 419 up to 556. Pop from 121 all the way up to 3 something. So VRPX does have that kind of history. It closed yesterday at 60, around 60 something cents, and now today opened up around 87 cents, so about a 20 cent move, not anything super huge. Let's go and look at LIFW. This one closed yesterday at 144 or 148 and it's opening up at 180. So again, not a huge move out there, but again, they're fighting a couple of litigations against people. So if they end up winning those, that could be good news for them. They continue to sink down though, only up 20% now. So we'll have to see how they do. Let's go look at the other time frames here. Daily chart, pretty much same story. LIF had a little gap down. It actually went up to the high on today of 259. So if we look over here on the larger time frame where this gap was, it's right in here at 259 where it fell from. So it tried to gap fill and couldn't quite do it. Let's look over here. Let's look at this one, looking pretty flat on VRPX. Not a whole lot of motion, but maybe there'll be a little bit of opportunity here. And then again, I could be totally wrong, and it could be something that doesn't even have a catalyst that is the main thing on today. I just want to identify the thing with catalyst, the gappers with catalyst and volume. VRPX right now has 36 million shares traded on it. LIFW has 18 million. So VRPX is leading the day in volume. I've been testing out this new I built a new script to kind of do halt management. So I've been testing out how it actually works and how accurate it is. So basically it just calculates the halt levels. The halt levels right now on VRPX would be, if it shot up to 102, it would be looking at it would be going into a halt range or a halt band. If it halted down towards like 68 something cents, it would be, getting into a halt range to the downside. Right now it is retesting this level of 80, looks like 81 cents, but I don't really care about any of this. I want to see those ATRs. Where are the ATRs and can it start getting over those ATRs? And plus, you can, I mean, with this one being 83 cents, you can take some bigger size on it. Don't have to be too greedy, but I want to make sure that it is going in a direction that is favorable. And then this SKK one, this one took a real fall yesterday. Went up to 11.45. Imagine being in this thing and accidentally holding from 11 all the way down to a dollar. What is it, 77 cents? So 11 to 77 cents on yesterday. And that's what we were talking about as well, was the indecision or the uncertainty in the market. The market, when it opened up, it just dumped through the ground. And so I don't know. I was just like, ugh, things are not looking too favorable. And that's why I was kind of careful with what I was trading. I wanted to make sure, yes, it's over. Oh, that's another thing I didn't do. So out here on my journal, let's look at what we got this month. So this month, I took 18 trades, 14 greens, and 4 reds. Now, there were a couple of mistakes that I made this month, though. I've noticed that the bigger losses that I have are on things that I just shouldn't be trading. And I end up going into pride mode. It's like, I'm like, okay, well, because I've been green on these past couple of trades, I think this one's going to work out for me just because. And that's stupid. And that's what I did at the beginning of the month. I made a mistake trade, or I wouldn't even say a mistake trade. I made a stupid trade on Lyft after it received earnings, and I was looking for it to go higher, and it did not. And I got prideful. I got burned for a nice $300. Another trade that I took under the ATRs, got burned a little bit on SOXL. Took it, and I was like, man, this thing's gonna reverse. Didn't reverse. HCWB, I can't remember what exactly this one was. Let me go look. Let's go look. Okay, so yeah, this one I actually took the trade and I was like, yeah, I don't think this thing's going, but you can see where I took the trade and where it actually went. It just continued on up. I got stopped out and it continued on up. Now, I don't think, was that the only trade I had on HCBW? I might have took another trade. Hold up. HCBW. Nope, no. Yeah, that was the only one. And I took losses on those, even though it was going up. Um, just got stopped, and I was like, oh well. SINT was one that I took under the ATR lows again, expecting it to, resurge back up. Didn't happen. Took another little bite there. And these last couple of days, I just been getting back on the wagon. I took one trade on HCWB, PFRX, PFRX, SOXS, works yesterday. And so just been working my way back out. I'm green on the month, but it's some of those mistake trades that I made that really damaged the month for me. This one, just I could have just did without like 2 or 3 of these trades, just getting absolutely roasted. But for the most part, staying pretty green. But I just got to keep those losses small if I'm gonna take them. But right now, sitting on 77% win rate on the month, so it's okay. We got next week, which is 22nd. We got 25, 26, 27, 28. So one more week of trading left in this month, but it's Thanksgiving weekend. We know that we have the Black Friday sales and all that stuff, good stuff. So maybe consumer discretion or consumer, yeah, discretionary stocks will be doing a little bit more. People buy a little bit of more of what they don't actually need, but what they want, especially for the holidays. So maybe that'll make some moves. Oh, I did end up selling out of Gut. Gut was one that I had added to the dividend portfolio, but man, this thing started coming down. So I bought 1,000 shares at 525. And I was like, I don't know. I want to see it go ahead and get up to 540 pretty quickly, 550. It didn't do it. It started to pull back, started to kind of base out and couldn't break out of the 540. So I was just like, I'm going to give you some time to come back down. I mean, my entry was 524. So if it comes back down, I just have another entry. If it does go up, I can just re-enter, as it's going up, looking for that break of 540. But for now, I was like, nah, I'm not interested. It paid a monthly dividend, but I didn't want it to kill me with that 1,000 shares because every 10 cents is um every 10 cents is what, $100? Yeah. WCT pumping back up there, but after this fall off, I don't know what it wants to do. It is up 83%, leading the way. VRPX though down here broke down this low, so we'll just have to see what that wants to do. Will it be something without a catalyst that's going to be the thing? Rex, let me read some of these chats too. So he says, I believe you identified $5 minimum stocks at the most. I did. And so with the $5 minimum stocks, I was journaling. I was like, man, you know what? I'm missing a lot of opportunities trading only above $5. And so I came back down and I was like, look, I'm going to use the same thing that I used for the ATR break, looking for the ATR to hold up on these small caps that I do on the large caps. And it's been working out, especially with catalysts. Without catalysts, I haven't really traded any small caps without catalysts. So I'm kind of on the fence about doing that, because I've had success with catalysts every time. So I'm like, I don't know. We get above the ATR and it just starts eating up shorts. Okay, VRPX taking a little dive there. VCT, but pretty much everything up here that is top volume moving, all of these have above 10 million shares traded, are at or under $5 right now. So we got VCT, SKK, nothing's really up. So, I don't want to get burned. I had a pretty good week, pretty good month. Don't want to get burned the week before Thanksgiving and then Thanksgiving week ends up slow, or I don't want to make the last week of the month a rat race. Oh, let me make this. Oh, let me do this. No, I want it to come easy. I want it to just flow into my pocket. That's it. But anyway, we got about 3 minutes to the bell. You know, VRPX just I don't know if it's gonna be able to do what it needs to do to come back through all of this resistance. Point of control is up here at the 101, so that is quite a bit of a move. And I can't even see the number in there. I can't even zoom in. It looks like 90 million or something. I don't know what this is. Not 90 million. It's got to be 900. I don't know what that number is. I'm not going to guesstimate it, but we'll see during the day as things keep trading. I can see these out here clearly, but just don't know. Getting a little pop back up there off the 73s. But we'll see. I want to see where the ATR comes out to be. We got a minute and left. And then we got life down here continuing to dump down as well. 175 was that, kind of came down and tested that 175 point, but I don't know if that's going to be a hold point. I'm more interested in VRPX, even though it is 77 cents. All right. And these other ones, no catalyst. If they do go, if VCT does go, I'm like, all right, I'm going to give them some time to fail and then just continue to look at VRPX and LFW. So we'll switch back and forth real quick. 1 minute left until the open. Yeah, so yeah, another thing that I started doing. So any mistakes that I have, like I made a mistake in my journal called trading under $5 and the price being under $5 at open. And so that means at open, if it shoots through 5 or it shoots up, then I'm like, okay, I'm not trading this. But what I've been doing with these profits, with these mistakes, is on these profitable trades, put that mistake on there. And if that mistake can be erased, I can make enough profit to get back to green on that mistake. It's not a mistake anymore. And I just erase that mistake and go on and, continue to trade. Because a lot of these things that I may have looked at as mistakes in the past was maybe because I was entering at the wrong time or having bad entry executions. And so I'm like, I don't want to just count it out. Let's see what I can do with this so-called mistake. But we're about to get the open here. WCT is where we'll start looking. Actually, WCT. WCT ATR high is at 242. ATR lows at $2. VRPX ATR high is at 89 cents. ATR low is at 72. Life ATR high is at 194. And then ATR low is at 164. Okay. Let me go ahead and update everything. We always get that early morning nice lag, you know. It's always the nicest thing. Okay. I also see one called JTAI. I don't know what this thing is, but I see it up 30%. Let's go look at it real quick. What is your news? JTAI. Okay, an hour ago, signs agreement on Cessna Citation Gen 2 fleet order from Textron Aviation for fractional program. I don't even know what all that means. I know that it's fighting for compliance with NASDAQ shareholders. And then it did earnings. So I don't know. Let's go look at what this thing is. JTAI. The markets are looking a little indecisive as well. JTAI, Charter GPT. 2018. It's not. It's almost 5 years old. So I don't know. It's got a little bit of history, but I don't know. Let's look at the statistics. I don't think I'm gonna end up touching this one. 26%. Let's go look at your float. Float is 68. So under a million in the float. Let's also go look at the float of VRPX, which I did not do. Float of 4.5 million on that one, and then Life, LIFW, or not Life. I keep saying Life, LIFW. 15 million shares in the float. Okay. So JTAI popping around, but has not broken that ATR high. We got SKK breaking over the ATR high here. But, I mean, after this dissension, can it really hold up is the question. WCT under the ATR lows. VRPX coming up here, looking towards that 89 cents. It's already showed us that it's got some wicks, but I'm okay with wicks if it can get over the 90 cents. And then Life continuing downward. I think I may take Life off. Life is only up 13%, so that's going to lose the faith of the people. And JTAI got 7 million shares traded. I don't know if it's going to be able to compete on the day. SKK kind of finding some resistance. Let's also look at the NQ. NQ is making its way up. So NQ pulled a massive recovery yesterday. Huge fallout. So I actually have been watching, drawing different structures out here. The first structure that I had drew out here was that we were in a downtrend. It actually ended up breaking out of this structure, going down really hard. And then it made these lower highs here. So I kind of drew a new structure of an uptrend. And I'm just trying to see what structure is actually holding up. And you can see it dove down here yesterday and bounced all the way back out of there holding up. So, you know, there's some bullishness, but still, I believe if it's in between the ATRs, it's probably in consolidation until it starts to pop out of there. The other thing that I was looking at here for the small caps is the Russell or the IWM, the small cap 2000 ETF is green on the day. So I'm thinking some small caps could get active. And that's kind of where, you know, I'm kind of looking today. Looking at a VRPX, we can see it came down here to 76. Coming up here, remember this one had a little bit of catalyst, so I want to focus on the catalyst ones. It's coming up here to the ATR high, but what I want to see is it close a body candle above this 90 cents and possibly look into a 104 sell point up here if it can start getting above that ATR high. Let's see, anything else? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. None of that. So yeah, VRPX is going to be my top watch. I'm not worried about anything else. Cracking it a little bit. See how it closes up here. Point of control was at 94 cents. I want to make sure it isn't going to snap back into consolidation, because if it does, I just give it time and say, hey, if you could break this at some point today, cool. Let's see if you can get up to 104. JTAI still in consolidation, still a ways away, and plus the point of control is still above it at 843. All right, we're seeing a break over. We'll see if it can hold over these 90s for VRPX. What kind of share size do I want to take on this one? Probably 3,500. So if I'm looking for 10 cents on 3,500, so 35 times 0.10, that'll be 350 bucks. And a move from 90 up to 104 would definitely do that. But now it's slamming back into consolidation, and we'll see if it continues to slam down a little bit and give it some time to actually prove that it can hold the ATR highs. SKK continuing up as well, but this one is, I don't know, it just looks like a big trap to me. No catalyst, took a big fall, still just doing his thing, up 114%. So that's where most of the eyes are. Now I'm wondering if this thing fails back under into consolidation, will the attention flow to VRPX here? There's a little pop, little pops. Still not trusting it. It's right at the point of control of that 94 cents. Pushing up there just a little bit. Just waiting for the close of this candle. If we can close above the ATR, I can actually use the ATR 90 cents as a hold point possibly, but we'll see if it doesn't snap down here. Little snap downs, little snap downs. Got any more snap downs for us? Trying to get back below their ATR, but it is refusing. Refusing the descent. VRPX, can we get you just a, we got several minutes before this 15-minute closes though. Throwing some wicks up there. Let's see the snapback. Will it snap back? ATR high break. And this is where the patience part comes in, because a lot of times it's like, okay, why am I not in this? But I kind of like to wait for that first 15 minutes to close to see if it's going to do any harsh pullbacks. Pushing on up there to $1 almost. And now we have a nice little spot down here of 90 cents where it can hold above. And I'll be looking for entries here soon. About 5 minutes to the bed, or 5 minutes to the close of this candle, and it continues to pump up. So maybe it'll go ahead and test the 104 before we even ready. Boy, gee whiz. But this is why I trade things with catalysts, because they just make sense. You know what I mean? Like, even if they're cheap, they just, it's like, yeah, this thing is doing things. It's right at $1. There we go. Getting a little kick down. Back to 97. The question is, can it hold up 90? So this will be my stop out. If it closes up like it should above the ATRs. Oh, SKK came on back down as well. Under the ATRs, back into consolidation. VCT, Life, SMCI is also up. But yeah, I'm liking this one. Showing me what it's got. Threw up a wick all the way up here at 103s and pulled back. So let's see what it wants to do around this ATR, how it wants to close, and if it wants to hold around this 90 level. Saw it dip under the ATR, right? Seen it dip under there. So this is consolidation. So what I would wait for is another break of this ATR. Especially if it pulls down a little bit more, we'll see. But we got about 3 minutes till this candle closes. Bottom of this candle right now is 76. And the body is at 80. So let's see what it wants to do from here. Looks like it's continuing to hold that ATR up though. 2 minutes left. About to close this candle here. With this top and tail, I'm gonna be a little bit more patient. Top and tail up there at 103s. So I want to see if it can dip down below the ATRs real quick on this open. About to close this candle up in about 30 seconds. A lot of pop in here. So back in the consolidation. Not able to keep a body up there. Closing right there. All right, let's see a dip. Dip, dip, dip. How far can you dip, buddy? Can you dip a little bit more? Okay. Cool, cool. I like it. We have a bottom here that I may use as my out. 89 something cents. Yeah, I think I am going to use that. Volume coming in is going to slam. Little slammage action. Okay. Low 90, can you dip? The high of this candle was 1 or 93 cents. And it stopped there. Interesting. Can it do a break of this 93 is a question. Dip. Dip if you're going to dip. Keeps popping off of that level. All right. Looking for the 93 breakover. Okay. Does it actually want to push down? Yes. Okay. Cool. So we got a high. Whoa. Pop right back up. 93 breakover. Can we? Oh, I think I got in there. All right, I'm in there. That's $100. Let's see. So my stop out is down here at the 88. There we go. Nice, nice. Looking for it to push these highs here. Push shorts up to the 104s. Stop out here is at 88 though. 300. Where is that 88? Well, it's a long way down there, isn't it? 88. So I'm up 200. All right, let's start taking some. Oh, wow. Getting a little wacky, isn't it? You're ready to take some off of here looking like that. Looking for it to just hold up and go for the 104s if possible. But yeah, let me go ahead and put my stop in there because this thing, I don't want to get whacked here in the mouth. $200. Okay, I'm gonna take some off here. Take some. Getting close to that area that I want to be out at. 200. Okay. 50. Oh my goodness, my screen's blocked. Get off. Okay, there we go. Give me one more pump up to 98s. 98. 98. There we go. Okay. All right. 2,000 left. Just selling. Just selling. Can we get that 104? 104 was like the point that I was like, okay, I got 1,000 shares left. Okay, there's the break. 104 selling, 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 selling up here to whoever wants these shares. Selling, selling, selling. All right, 400 shares left, and we'll let those ride. 400 shares. And we'll put our stop out at the ATR high of 91 cents. So that is my stop out. And right now break even is at 93. So actually I think I'm gonna put it at break even. That'll be better. Break even, 93 cents. Where you at? 95 cents. We'll cut it at 95. Anyway, up 240, looking for a continuation if possible. This candle has not closed yet, but we got the ATR high movement. See if it can clip through there, and I'll sell some more up there at 104 if it gets back up there. Coming back down a little bit. Yep. It's all good. I'm ready to stop out if you want to play like that. I'm ready to stop out. Let's see you push above that point of control at 101. Doesn't look like it can do it though. But just giving it time to play. Almost stopped me out there. Can we see 98s one more time? 97s, 97s. Give us that 98. All right, I'm about to get stopped. I'm a little bit above break even, so just letting these 400 shares play for me. You know, when I used to talk to Reliable Rudy, he was like, "I always leave some in there just for the dream." You know, we got the most of it captured, but leave some in for the dream. And let's see if the dream can happen over $1. There's 101. Ooh, shorts. Ooh. Getting your little tater tots shaking up. $1. I'm gonna end up moving this stop up in a little bit though. Could not do it. Could not go any higher. There's back to 1. It keeps doing that, so I'm pretty sure the shorts are feeling the pressure here. If it starts breaking over that 1, they definitely gonna be feeling pressure. Start holding over the 1, rather. 99, 99. All right, so I don't like this shakiness. I'm gonna start breaking off a little bit of my position. If it can show me over 1 again, I'll go ahead and break off a little bit. Show me over 1. 99, 99, 93. Show me over 1. There's 1. All right, let's start breaking off this position here. Gee whiz. 375 left. Yeah, it's showing me a little bit of weakness there. I don't like that. $200 shares left. Now throw my stop back in there at 95s with 200 shares left. So if you want to come down, go ahead and do what you do, but just taking some off that weakness I don't like. So, you know, 97s. Show me 98s again and fail that 98. 6. Okay, I'm about to get stopped. Feels like. I'll be ready for the next entry. There it is, stopped out. So that's 223 bucks right there. And I'll just wait at this point. The wicks are up here. I'll see if it continues to hold the ATR high. Anyway, I got to get out of here. I'm super late for the morning meeting at this point. But yeah, that's quick trade for Friday. Looking for it to continue to hold up. Had a little bottom here around like, what is this bottom? Bottom around here at 88 in the top side. So forming wicks up here, and I'm just like, I'll wait until I see a red candle. With all of this indecision, see the red, if it crashes the ATR high, I don't, it's dead to me until it gets back up here. So yeah, coming all the way back down, and it just crashed the ATR high with the big wick. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This one, I mean, we talked about it before. You know, hey, I already planned my sizing. All I was looking for was about 10 cents. Didn't quite get it, but still, you know, 223 bucks in however long that trade took. And I just update so that's 18 trades, or no, 19 trades, 4 losers. So it should improve my accuracy a little bit. But yeah, that's it for today. If I do anything else with this, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. But I got to get out of here. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.